Well, this morning we're over at Rhinefield Drive. It's been raining quite a lot recently, so trying to find a nice dry walk. So I'm using the cycleways this morning to see if I can keep the dogs a little bit drier than they have been. But it is very wet around here. You can see the pools in there. The dogs are out in front as always, and we've just left the car park, and we're going to do a bit of a circular walk. Don't know how long this walk is, because we might get detoured if it is a bit wet, and we'll end up coming back through the Arboretum. And the Arboretum is one of the reasons, or at least the gentleman that I met in the Arboretum is one of the reasons why I ended up doing these videos. I'll explain a bit more when we get to the Arboretum at the end, and I'll also post a map of where we've actually walked at the end once I figure out where we have walked. As you can see, there's a lot of water beside the paths. I think using the cycleways this morning was a good idea. These crisscross the forest, and at this time of year for dog walkers they're a bit of a godsend. There's a sign that I guess that ford is going to be out of action at the moment. But luckily we've just come from there and we're actually going up here, so far so good. As you can see from that sign, this is a deer conservation area. And I'd say that this area has more deer in it than most, which, considering how many deer are on the New Forest, that says something. If you're driving along Rhinefield Ornamental Drive, I'd always be on the lookout no matter what time of day. When we were coming this morning, I had to stop the car at one point because the deer came across. And if you see one deer, always suspect there's going to be more. That's my view anyway, and it's got me out of trouble more than once. The dogs are definitely smelling deer on the wind this morning, but that's not an issue. They don't go chasing them, not unless they walk right in front of us. I don't think my corgis are any danger whatsoever to a deer. It's fair to say there's been an unusual amount of rain recently. Right, we're coming up to a road now. Don't normally do walks that involve crossing over a road, but when needs must. Don't put the dogs on the lead. Dogs! That got a bit more exciting than it should have. Bracken doesn't like horses, very frightened of them, and nearly tried to cross back over the road. That's a shocking sight. My only question is why. Thankfully the forest is relatively clear of litter. It's the first time I've ever seen a burnt out car like that. Normally the forest is more like this, enjoying the early morning winter sun, nice and peaceful. Well, he's obviously picked up a scent. She never quite knows which way they go, to be honest, whether they go from left to right or right to left. But I think the water stopped her going the other way. Goodbye, corgis. Willow! Oh well. We appear to have lost one. That'll be something to explain when I get home. Where is she, Bracken? And finally, Missy comes back to us. Makes Bracken happier. He'll walk with me properly now. If Willow's not back with us, there's not much point in walking on, because he'll just do a sit down protest. Yeah. These trees are huge. This one's even bigger. We're heading back towards the Arboretum now. Cross through that. And then on back to the car park. The car park at Rhinefield has got toilets and picnic benches. It's very popular with families. This Arboretum is a very peaceful place. Lovely to walk around. But if you do come here and you've got the time, it's a really lovely place to walk around, see all the trees. Come on, dogs. There's all the name plaques and stuff you would expect. As you walk around in the Arboretum, you see the carvings, sculptures of various things. That's an acorn over there. But there's lots of identification of what different trees are, like this one here. That bench is where I had a chat with a bloke a while back. I'd been doing a long walk, I think it was 20 odd miles. Come on, Breckham. And got chatting to him about the walk I'd just done, and I really wasn't paying attention to the world, and for one reason or another he couldn't walk anymore, medical reasons, and he said he'd wish he could, and that's one of the two people that gave me the idea of videoing walks. My hope is that people enjoy it, enjoy seeing where I'm walking, get inspired to walk, and if they can't walk, then they just enjoy seeing what's out here and knowing it's here. That's the whole reason why I do these videos. It's lovely in here today. Yeah, they have been doing some work. Willow! There's another dog. I just don't want them running around in here. There's lots of carvings in here. There's an owl over there. I don't think if I can see the owl. There's a couple of dogs now. As I'm walking around here, I'm noticing all the benches are dedicated to people, and quite a few of them at this time of year have got flowers on them. Lovely bunch of flowers here, just with a moss to keep them fresh. This one here is a red oak and has a rather nice inscription at the bottom. I've come across another carving. This one is of a pine cone. I've never seen a pine cone quite that big. I'll put myself in shot just as a scale. And here we are at the other side. Oop. I haven't closed properly. But yeah, we're at the other side. Just up here is the road again. We're back to the car park. Let's see how long it was. The watch is telling me it's about 2.5 miles. Feels about right. Very flat, very easy. Again, I think you can do this one with a pushchair, mobility scooter, whatever. It's nice and flat. There's no stiles. There's only those 2 gates for the arboretum, and they're very easy to open gates and very wide as well. Please like and subscribe. It does help. It means that other people get to see the video because of the algorithms that YouTube use. This little water scene here is lovely. Let's give a spin the camera. Looks like something from another world, really. Some sort of Jurassic Park thing. Anyway, as I was saying, please like and subscribe. So, I'm back at the car park. Time to load the dogs up.